It is 6 a.m. The night had given way. The sunrise breathed a renewed hope, forgetting yesterday's woes. There was a palpable rush of fresh energy in his veins for what's to come. This is Lagos, the land of opportunities. Agodi stands afront, his jagged-edged mirror, the shape of a deformed map of Africa which presented him himself. His reflection presents his head a bit disproportionate, oblong, his shirt disheveled, tucked into his black saggy trousers. His tie was the shape of a miniature machete with its tip pointing southward. His scrawny figure made the shirt somewhat shapeless. Things were not well with him. It was obvious, poverty was closing in. No breakfast in sight, just fresh enthusiasm filled his belly. He couldn't place it. Was it his job interview? But he had 3 last week. The first interview started with a promise when he was ushered into the HR's office. He handed over his CV to the HR manager. The HR manager scans through his CV and after a short while looks up and says the most ridiculous thing you will ever hear from an employer. This school you went to, that community, banished my grandma, and I have vowed to not help anything or anyone associated with that community. I'm sorry, there is no job for you here. Agodi is in shock as he immediately prostrates to beg. His second interview was even more ridiculous. The HR manager greets his CV with a warm smile. Agodi began to feel confident. He looks up and straight into Agodi's eyes and with a wry smile says, "I like you, young man, and I think I would like to give you this job. But you see, you are a bit too qualified. You will be well suited elsewhere." Agodi wasn't having it this time around as he rushes towards the HR manager to grab his shirt, threatening to chokeslam him. The man was frustrated. Who won't? The third interview had already started badly. As it is a wet day in Lagos, a tanker had just fallen, causing traffic. Agodi is stuck inside a commercial bus. He alights from the bus and boards a bike to save time. The bike drops him in front of the company gate. Suddenly, there was disagreement between the bikeman and Agodi regarding the balance, and within a twinkle of an eye, it became a duel. They fought like animals. The bikeman left Agodi with a bloodied nose and torn shirt. Agodi was known for his hot temper from his childhood. This temper had caused him many troubles in his life. He once slapped an old man who tasted garden egg in his father's farm. After that incident, his personal farm was never productive till he left the village. It brought forth nothing. Of course, that interview was over, leaving him to curse his luck and his community-sponsored education. Some of his friends had jokingly said to him that he was paying the price for winning the community scholarship over the medicine man's first son.